Jersey Sports Zone's coverage of Hillsborough and West Windsor-Plainsboro North is being brought to you by Princeton Orthopedic Associates. The Hillsborough girls basketball team taking on West Windsor-Plainsboro North on Thursday night. The Hillsborough Raiders going for their fourth win in a row, and the Knights heading into this matchup with a 2-4 overall record. First quarter, and it's number 30, Grace O'Connor with a layup that puts the Raiders in the lead early on, and she goes on to score 8 out of the 10 points for the Raiders in the first quarter. And more than halfway through the first quarter, O'Connor with another gorgeous shot from her outstanding first quarter performance, and they are ahead 6-1 with 3:34 left in the first. And to close out the first, WWPN's Maddie Russell sinks in a 3, and she closes the gap a bit, and the score will be 10-8 Hillsborough going into the second quarter. Number 4, Peyton Quackenbush contributes greatly to the Raiders in the second quarter. She was one of 4 Hillsborough players who scored 8 points during the game, and she goes on to score 5 of the 14 points in the second. And the score at the half will be 24-16 Raiders. Jordan Brown with a nice shot to start the third, making it a 6-point game early on, and she goes on to score a game-high 22 points, and 9 of those points came in the third alone, and she came out of halftime with so much power and energy. And Olivia Gasper adds another 2 to the scoreboard for the Raiders. She is also one of the 4 players from Hillsborough who scored exactly 8 points during the matchup. And WWPN's Nadia Elosini fights for this one. She puts up 13 points for the Knights, the second highest next to her teammate Jordan Brown, and the Knights trying to catch up to the Raiders, and it's 26-20 Raiders about halfway through the third. And Jill Stanton also hits 8 points, half of those being from free throws due to fouls on West Windsor-Plainsboro North. She did not miss one free throw that she shot, and it's a 10-point game going into the fourth, 39-29 Raiders. And in the fourth, Stanton scores 5 out of the 10 points for the Raiders. That is half of those points. There is still 3:22 left in the game, but the score is 44-35 Raiders. WWPN's Elosini and Brown each score 6 points in the fourth quarter, both playing a great game for the Knights. However, the Raiders come out on top in the end. The final will be 49-41 Hillsborough, and the Raiders improve their overall record to 4-2, winning their 4th straight game. Hillsborough's Grace O'Connor, who scored all her 8 points in the first, talks about what the Raiders have been working on in practice that has contributed to their 4-game winning streak.
Kind of like we've been talking about running the court well, so like getting in front of like the point guard and the ball handler, so like getting in front of the court so that they can like make good passes or take it for themselves, just like being there for either good passes, able to make plays and everything.
In Hillsborough, I'm Madison Best, and you're watching Jersey Sports Zone.